Take two. Take two. Okay, now I am live on stream, hopefully. Should be, now, hopefully, live. Yes, that's the thing I wanted to do. Hello, welcome, how are you going? I hope you are all well. Now, what we will do is, on the old mobile phone device, is I am just going to set a timer, because, of course, we want to know when to start counting down and all that stuff. So we've got 11:58. There we go. So an hour and 31 minutes. So not long, not much more of 2018 left. Yeah, it's been a crazy year, and you will see me turning slightly and failing miserably to try and get some chocolates out. Lovely Gillian's hazelnut chocolate. Okay. I think I'm all set. Hopefully. Hopefully we should be all set and ready to go, and dandy, and everything should be working just fine. And there shouldn't be any problems, and everything should be fine and not broken. This is what I hope. My Streamlabs is not working for some reason, so I've just had to go with straight OBS. So I do apologise. I would have some more lovely things on the screen otherwise, but no, we don't. You just get me. Yeah, that's a beautiful sight, isn't it? So anyway, I will be drinking Little Fat Lamb tonight. Oh, let's try and there we go. Little Fat Lamb, a alcoholic cola beverage. I'll take it out of its stubby holder. Got a free stubby holder with it. Awesome. Australian slang there for a cooler bag thingy. So little flat lamb. So Little Fat Lamb cola. So let's crack this open. We'll get a nice hiss. Nice little hiss there. And actually, I won't be a savage, I will get a glass. Because I was going to be just a heathen and just drink it out of the bottle, but I thought I'd better actually not do that on stream, because it will look a little bit ropey probably. Keep it in the stubby holder though, to keep it cold. Let's pour some out. So, if you're watching this in the past, I hope your 2018 went well, and I hope your 2019 goes fantastic. 2018 has been a weird year for me. The channel has grown. Cheers to a good 2019. It's weird, but it's okay. Alright. I can live with weird, but okay. Alright. Now, I might just turn this down just a tad, because my constant, you know, terror of audio levels not working is always a thing, because anxiety! Yay, anxiety! Alrighty, so and alright, share as much as I can everywhere to try and let people know that I'm doing shit, so people do know that I'm alive and stuff, so that would be good. Alrighty, so what do we do first? First of all, I'm going to jump into a Japanese plane. Yeah, I know, it's weird, isn't it? So, you may have seen on a prior video, Steam and Sticks, my housemate, I got her into War Thunder, kind of. I threw her in at the deep end, basically, and she actually quite enjoyed it, and she's playing it now on her new computer, which is really, really nice, and I'm really happy. because it's fun to get somebody new into a game. It's really quite fun, and watching their progress is really interesting. But it has meant I've been flying the Japanese planes a little bit, because she started off in Japan, because she likes to have a handicap, apparently. Funniest thing, she started out in Japan, of course, and she's flying behind a guy, shooting him constantly, and she's just like, why isn't he doing anything? Well, it's 7.62 millimeters, and she's like, I don't know what that means. So I had to explain to her about guns and how they work, so that was quite interesting. Alright, anyway, let's get this show on the road. I'm going to start off with the KI-43, the Hayabusa. Really, really good fighter. A really underrated fighter. I need to brush up more on Japanese history, especially Japanese military history and planes and stuff, because it's not my speciality. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. It's basically like port mixed with cola. It's the best way I can put it, is port cola. So, absolutely weird. Yeah, that's a really, really weird taste. So hopefully we'll get a game in the low BRs. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. So, yeah, the KI-43, 44 series, the Otsu, of course, really, really good planes. For their time, and sort of comparable to the infamous Zero of the Japanese Navy. It was a very, very well designed plane, and like all Japanese planes, good turn fighting, very, very lightweight. And you could say that was one of the detriments to the plane, is it was just so lightweight. You know, that it was a very lightweight vehicle. It only had a very small armament. But the guns were very accurate, and that's what they used most of all for it, is the accuracy of the guns. They were really, really important to the emphasis of the Japanese pilots. The Japanese pilots were not trained on shooting for a long time. They were trained on pinpoint accuracy. That was their doctrine. A very different style of fighting compared to that of the other nations, for instance, you know, which had generally a lot more rounds left in their guns. So the Japanese sort of were very much in this sort of keep as light as possible, make the plane as light as possible, don't need armour, don't need to carry extra munitions and all of this stuff. And it sort of, it really shaped their the way forward for their military air force. And it was a very different sort of very different method for them, and it really caused problems for some nations because they weren't used to this sort of very quick attack, very accurate attack sort of thing. Sorry, I will be sipping water as well now and again, so my voice doesn't get too broken up. But the whole way of their fighting was to, you know, have an accurate fight, accurate weapons, a low count of ammunition, and a very light plane, which the KI-43 is. It's a very lightweight plane. It's a lightweight fighter, as you can see. Ooh, crap, better actually keep playing up. Ooh. So it is a very lightweight fighter, and of course, to its detriment, you know, that there's no armour, and the fuel tanks are just standard fuel tanks. There's no self-sealing fuel tanks, things like that. You know, it's a very, very quick plane, and it's very different at this BR level. It's a very different plane to fly. When you've got things like the FLU one, like the FLU, the Corsairs, things like that, they're very big, heavy planes. The American emphasis was on these big, heavy planes. You know, they had armor, they had, you know, lots and lots of rounds, the big 50 caliber rounds in them, and basically they were designed just to spit as much lead everywhere and just take out as much as they possibly could. Whereas the Japanese pilots were trained on this sort of going for a very quick, fast attack, just boom and zoom almost tactics, get in there, get out, and not to get sort of caught up too much in these dogfights. And it must have taken so much sort of, what's like, skill to not want to just dive right in there. You know, it just, you know, when you're in this cockpit, you can see how narrow it is. It's not a hugely wide cockpit, and of course it does have the slightly zoomed lens at the front as well for the gunnery. And again, that's an emphasis on the idea of going for accuracy over firepower. There's Potez down there, but the BF-109 should have him. We'll climb a little bit. We want to get some altitude, basically. And what's going on down there? Looks like there's some fireworks going on down there. That's pretty. That's what we like to see. For New Year's, some fireworks going off. Look how pretty that is. Pretty, pretty fireworks. And that Potez is dead. So lovely fireworks there for his murder. How beautiful. Just what you need is beautiful fireworks. My eyes have just started watering like heck as well. Oh dear. So where was I? Oh yeah, the KI-43 and 44, you know, got a KI-43 on the enemy team. How dare they? There's an F4F below me, and that BF-109 is going to get absolutely ganked if we don't help out. We've got to watch out not to go over speed here. P400, a dangerous target. And don't really want to rip my wings off in a stream, because that's always a daft accident to happen. Now, we'll just come in and get some fireworks. Seriously trying to outturn me, buddy. Are you baiting me for somebody? Is somebody behind me? No, nobody behind me. There we go, finally destroyed the bugger. Oh, there was somebody behind me, there we go. The KI-43 was behind me. Oh crap, we're in a turn fight with another KI-43, a premium version, no? It's an American variant. We could really use some help here, and this... The fireworks are a bit frustrating, in all honesty. They're pretty, but they're a bit frustrating. And right now we're in the problem of we have got very low ammunition, so we need some really good hits right now, and not too many sparks. And Jesus Christ, there's a lot of fire coming in. We are absolutely baited and dead right now, so we are done for. Going in for a snow landing. And yes, lots and lots of firepower there. So yeah, we got truly baited. Nobody came to our aid, of course, because that's the way of War Thunder. But we did get a kill at least, so not too bad. And I reckon we would have had that fellow KI-43 if we didn't get absolutely ganked by so many other people. But that is the way of War Thunder sometimes. Anyway, onwards and upwards, as they say. Or downwards is usually my case. So, not a bad little run there. We did beat a rank higher than us, you know, not a bad run. Critical, 13 hits, yada yada yada. Okay, I can deal with that. So we'll hop into the KI-43-2. So the KI-43-2 comes standard with 12.7mm model guns. With the standard, you actually have to modify them yourself, if you don't know. So you actually have to go into offensive armament and choose what guns you have. So you can have a single, basically a 50 cal, 12.7mm machine gun and a 7.7, and that's quite good because it gives you a balance of ammo and firepower. Or you can have twin 12.7mm. Usually I go for the twin 12.7mm because I like bigger guns. So we'll hop into its slightly later model, and not too much difference between the Mark 1 and Mark 2. The Mark 2 has a slightly different air intake, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yep, so does it? Yes, it does. It's a slightly different frontal section. It's a little bit more rounded off and things like that. The KI-43 Mark 3, the Otsu, has a much more powerful engine, and you'll find that one down here at rank 3 at 4.0, you know, and that shows such a good airframe. The Hayabusa was such a good airframe. It went on to late war period and was still capable of some form of competitive sort of fighting, which is just fantastic. And forgive me, I do need to blow my nose. I will mute my camera, my microphone as I do that. So hello to the new people watching, I hope you are doing well. So we're going to go in for another battle. And we've got 10:43 at the moment, so we've got a good little bit of time before the year passes and we head into the new year. Exciting time, of course. It's going to be an interesting year. War Thunder wise, it's going to be an interesting year. If you haven't seen my video on it, feel free to take a gander at it at some stage. Just the look back over the year, basically, the year that was and the year that is to come. So, you know, basically for me, it's that sort of thing of the year to come is going to be an interesting one. But what are they going to do? What has War Thunder got to do? What have they got left? You know, what more can they do, in fact? You know, they've added helicopters. They've added all of this stuff. They've added so many new bits and bobs. What's the new thing they're going to add next year? Now, of course, we're going to get more modern tanks. We're going to get the Ariete. We're going to get the Leclerc. We're going to get the Abrams. Sorry, just gonna quickly share to my personal page. Doobie-doobie-doo. There we go. Alright, so that is out the way. The joy of all this chat and live stuff and things happening and dashboards and cameras and oh gosh, there's so much to look at these days, so much to do. Like it's funny, you know, people talk about live streaming like it's this sort of, you know, oh, you live stream, oh yeah, that's an easy enough thing to do. That's not a hard thing to do. That's bloody easy. It's really quite difficult. There is so much you've got to remember, and you know, it's you've got to well, you've got to put almost an act on camera, of course, because you're sort of a little bit different on camera. I'm a different person when I'm on video and stuff like that, of course. I'm slightly different to when I'm in normal life. Yay, wait times, by the way, because, of course, Australia. Basically, this video is going to be me drinking Little Fat Lamb alcoholic cola and waiting for hours on end to get a game. But where was I? Oh yeah, next year for War Thunder, you know, like, where do they go? Like, because they've pulled out their big guns, like helicopters and ships are now added. You know, so what? Their next step, they've got to add heavy cruisers, armoured cruisers, battle cruisers, something like that, to really make a big statement of, wow, it's here. We've got supersonic jets now. So again, we've got the supersonic vehicles in game. I do like having a tracer. I know it's terrible. Actually, I want to set the guns to 400. Okay. You know, what do we do now for War Thunder? Because we've really reached that point in War Thunder where it's become basically modern era. And the only really way forward is for modern era planes. You know, things like the A-10, things like the Tornado, the Tomcat, you know, all of those things, the Su-27, just bleh. There's so many things to add, lots of MiGs, of course, and, you know, lots of modern planes to add. Will we see heavy bombers coming in, like the V-bombers? By gum, I would love it. I would love to have a V-bomber in-game, because, as you know, I enjoy bombers. But, you know, what do we do next? Does War Thunder add... What sort of vehicle do they add next? That's the big question for me. What is the big step for them? What's the next step in their gaming? You know, obviously people are thinking submarines, of course. And, you know, that's a possibility, but they have been, you know, saying no, submarines are definitely not going to happen, but then they said that about destroyers, they said that about cruisers, they said that about modern tanks, you know. They keep saying that, and they keep coming back on it, so you can't really trust them for what they say with that stuff. And really, how do you improve it? I think the best thing they can do next year is doing things like better maps, better, like a better sort of map system, a better gameplay system, a better match system. You know, I think that sort of thing is really needed. And that would be really, really useful to a lot of people, because it's, at the moment, the game has become so stale for many people. You know, it's really quite frustrating at how stale and boring the game has become. Oh, shit. There is a lot of gunfire coming from friendlies there. It's a lot harder when you've been drinking, you know. Of course, it's a Russian plane, so doesn't mean that it is built out of Stalinium. Oh, good move, HE-111. Good move there, buddy. Just fly right in front of me as I'm shooting. Low tiers, they're just the Wild West. They're just the Wild West, you know? Like, it's fun, but it's just, you just get such jaw-dropping stupidity. But gameplay is a big thing they need to change. They need better gameplay modes, they need better modes in general. And they really need to... Oh, shit. Nope, 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 don't want any of that. Ew. I passed you. Hello. You much annihilated that team. I'm going to go and shoot some barrels. Want to get blown up by AAA. Oh shit, there's a tree there. I didn't touch the tree! Ah! Jesus Christ, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. You know, sometimes you just whiff a tree, and again, Australian ping does that a lot. Very frustrating. And of course, didn't get an assist for the plane that got shot down either. So fun. Okay, so we'll jump into the KI-44 now. And this was a slight improvement over the 43. And one really different thing you notice is the tail. Just the way the tail is designed. The fins are very staggered from the ailerons. It's just a really, really weird tail design. And I only just noticed this today, really. And again, it's one of those things that I'm not too sure what it's for or why it is. I imagine you get a little bit less aerodynamic wash, but it's kind of a weird design, and it's one of those things I need to look into because, again, as I've said many times, Japanese aviation is not my strong point. And yeah, it's quite hard with the Japanese. Make this our last plain gameplay for the moment, if we get a game. But yeah, the new year, it's going to be an interesting year. Like, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see what they do, but I'm kind of hoping they do something big for the gameplay elements. I'm hoping they do a real big change to make the gameplay more incentive for people to come back, more enticing for people to come back. Maybe changing the whole BR system, or the whole Hey, Sticks, how you going? What are you doing here? You're meant to be partying. Get back to partying, young lady. I thought you were meant to be having fun and doing the party and stuff. Steam and Sticks there, ladies and gentlemen, just calling me an idiot on the chat. As I said, unfortunately, my lovely chat thingy on the screen is not working for some reason. They're playing a card game. They're playing a card game. Which card game are you playing, Sticks? And hello, everybody. I'm the nerd that lives with Sticks. So we'll do our usual tactic here of climbing a bit, but you can really see the playing Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards. Okay. I don't know this card game, but it sounds intriguing. When you say wizards and things like that, it does intrigue me. But you can really see the rudder, just how far away the rudder is compared to the ailerons on the back of the tail. It's just this really weird staggering here, and I just, for the life of me, I can't really work it out. It's definitely got some aerodynamic changes to it. I don't know if it's a flaw or if it's an advantage, because basically at this stage of the evolution of planes, it was the Wild West of aviation and aerodynamics. Basically, up until about the sort of 50s, 60s, it's when we started actually understanding what we were doing a bit better. Until then, it was basically just, oh yeah, if it works, all good. Chuck it together, see if it flies. If it doesn't, oh well. You know, you see things like that weird thing with the umbrella pumping up and down and stuff like that trying to fly. You know, that's the kind of things we had at the time. So, you know, it was the Wild West, and there was so much innovation had to be had at the time, but there was also so many just weird, wacky ideas. The flapjack, what was it called? I think it was the Grumman something. The Grumman flapjack. You know, what a bizarre idea. What an absolutely ludicrous idea. Having a plane that's completely spherical and just, you know, but the thing is, it's just got so much lift. It's just such a big wingspan. It's just got lift for days. It's almost taking a biplane sort of philosophy and sticking it in a monoplane. You know, similar to a delta wing. Yeah, delta wing. You know, it's that sort of thought pattern and process that they had. Where are you, little bastard? You above me? You won't be above me. You'll be down there somewhere. I can't see you though. I should see you. I reckon you are returning to base, or you're going towards that one. Come on, I should be able to see a nice black speck somewhere that's not a bit of sort of grime stuck to my monitor. No, I'm not seeing it, whatever it is. No, we'll keep climbing. We're not... Well, we've got a BF-109 with us, at least. Okay, that's something. That's good, at least. We'll see how this goes. I'm thinking of basically scrapping my Twitch account as well, by the way. I'm thinking I might predominantly stick to YouTube. I feel like I need a single focus as well, getting on to 2019. Just something that I can focus on solely, and one platform where I'm completely focused, because over revving the engine at this, I guess we're at quite a high altitude. What was I saying? Yeah, just having that one single focus is probably a good idea. I've got some Hurricanes around. Hurricanes are always dangerous. P400 as well. American planes with lots of 50 cals. Never fun to face. Especially when you're in a Japanese plane, because of the lack of sealing fuel tanks and the fact that you're basically made of fire. You're just basically a giant firebomb flying around, so if anything even like with slight ignition properties gets close to you, you just go up in flames. It does make for pretty firework displays, but it's not great for you as a pilot. And that was a bit of an issue with the Japanese planes for a long time, because they were very reluctant on the self-sealing fuel tanks for a lot of their fighters for some time. As I said, they wanted the lightweight fighters, the super lightweight fast fighters, and agile and all of that stuff, and that meant not having things like self-sealing fuel tanks, not having things like armour, which, you know, it's not the best thing to not have. I mean, you know, it is kind of nice to have a little bit of armour here and there. So I'm told by people, you know, it's you really want to have some protection from people shooting you, but what do I know? Okay, we've got a VG, okay, right. So we've got lots of 50 cals down there. Scrub off some speed, try not to black out. Silence you, arcade scum. Styx plays arcade, by the way. She is scum. She is a scum. She is the scum of the universe. Okay, that VG's managed to put out its fire. Don't want to rip, don't want to rip, don't want to rip, don't want to rip. Don't want to break an engine either. Crash into a teammate. I'm breaking off because I don't really want to get too close to them because there are so many people dogpiling on that one guy. Jesus Christ, have you not killed him yet, people? Ugh, Christ, try not to get shot by my teammates, Jesus Christ. Okay. There's about 5 or 6 planes there all trying to kill the one guy. Alright, so that's pretty much us done. There's just a couple of bombers left to kill now, which is kind of fun. Right, let's go and... What should we do? What should we do? Got the beautiful, beautiful fireworks going off around us. Because, you know, fireworks, they're good. Flackerworks. Alright. So, where are the bombers? Where is the bombers? Okay, there's a Havoc over there. And he is just taken off. Okay, that's good. Havocs are a bit dangerous. They can be a little bit scary because they have got a lot of guns on them. Now that's the British Havoc, I think. Going to go very high pitch there, and there's an A-36. Oh crap! Jesus Christ! Around the airfield as well. Oh god, this is going to be a horror show. Horror show. Right, yeah. The F-109, I think. Do I want to get involved in that? Not really. I hate it when people fly around their airfield like that. It's just, don't do it. Don't do it. Drag them away from the airfield. Don't get too close because you're not going to win a head-on with an A-36. Jesus Christ. At least I think the A-36 is bollocks, so that's something. It's going down at least. A bit too far away to... do I risk this? Do I risk this? Do I really want to risk this? I'm just going to get killed by flak. Flak is going to get me. This is a bad idea. This is the worst idea I've ever had. I'm committed now. Committed. Committed. Damaged his cooling system, of course. Nothing important, because, of course, we can't damage anything important. And we're going to get ripped apart by flak right now. Oh, God. Run away, run away, run away. No, run away. We're going to cower out. Hopefully he's going to crash when he lands. I'm going to get the heck out of there. And we've suffered a little bit of damage. That A-36 has landed. Bugger. Alright, we're going to go back to base, because, yeah, I'm going to need some repairs after that. It was a silly idea. Would have been a really, really good idea if it worked, but it didn't. Unfortunately, our critical went into his engine cooling bay, not into the actual bloody important parts, because that's how my life goes. And Styx is just saying, because realistic takes too long. Yes, it does, unfortunately, our time. Our time of day, it's quite a long time for realistic to load. Now we've got an oil leak. Oil temperature's going up. Engine's a little bit damaged. I'm going to lift and coast. Speaking of lifting and coasting, I actually had to do that today to get my car to the service station for petrol. Because I'd left it a little bit too long for petrol. And I sort of... Alright, I've got to fly 22k. Alright, they're going to start climbing and hopefully glide the rest of the way. We're not looking good though. This is not looking good for us. It was a hero or zero moment. We became a zero. Not literally though, because we're not in a zero. Oh god, there's more AAA. Why is there AAA? Go away! Nobody likes you! Go away, Flak! It's not fair! Leave me alone! I don't like you! Even if you are putting on fireworks displays. Just go away! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Oh god, alright, I'm going to have to dive. I'm going to have to dive to get away from this Flak. I'm going to have to try and climb again. If I make it back, it will be a really, really big miracle. The miracle of New Year's, I guess. Alright, we're going to climb, we're going to climb, we're going to climb, we're going to climb, we're going to climb. Hopefully we're going to get some altitude. And I reckon that guy's going to be coming for some vengeance as well, and he's going to have some speed, but I think we should be away from him. But yeah, unfortunately in Australia, we're playing at our peak time, which is... Seriously? You're like... What? Like... You're 5 kilometres away! Stop shooting at me! Leave me alone! Goddamn Flak. Oh god, I'm not crying by the way, I have bloody really watery eyes tonight as well. But yeah, basically, just yeah, it's frustrating at our time of day. Oh, I think I might make it, you know. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to be a legend and make it back to base. That Flak seriously needs to back off, Sticks. Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair on me. It's, you know, it's New Year's. Leave me alone. I'm home alone getting drunk while playing a PC game on the internet, okay? My life is bad enough as it is. I don't need Flak hitting me. Use my teary eyes to my advantage. Alright, we can start diving now. We have made it home. We are victorious. We didn't die. It was a little bit of a divine wind sort of moment. Because, yeah, that was a really, really dangerous move coming in on that A36. But if we'd managed to take it out, it would have been good. We did crit it at least, so that's something. But yeah, it's just frustrating sometimes, you know, just critting the bloody coolant component from the back as well. Like, seriously, I was behind the plane. You know, that bullet went through the pilot into the engine. You know, like, Alright, good. The A36 is dead. Good. Hopefully they can kill that bloody Havoc. And this is one of the other things about realistic, though. Like, realistic does take a lot longer, and you need to have patience and stuff, because it is sometimes a pain in the arse, and it is, you know, it's a slower gameplay. It's a bit like... The best way I could put it is, like, arcade is a bit... Well, arcade is arcadey, but realistic is very chess-like, in the fact that you have to plan ahead and make your moves, and it's very strategic. Whereas arcade is a bit more Candy Crush. You know, it's just... It's going to instantly make you feel better, and you're going to have fun, and it's just enjoyable for a quick, fun fight. And that's exactly what it's meant to be. You know, it's not a bad thing. You know, yay, we won! We won! Good work. Good work. And we've just landed, so we should get our landing bonus as well if we can stop in time. Brakes work! Brakes! 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 There we go. Good, we've landed. We've landed, we're good. You can see the cockpit, the beautiful cockpit opens up. All good. But yeah, arcade is just this really sort of, you know, it's good for when you need a quick fight, and it's fun like that. Chocolate. By the way, Sticks, I'm eating your Gillian's. Just so you know, I'm eating her chocolate. So, it tastes even better. And awesome, with that win, we've unlocked the KI 100. And we got an award. Lots of things unlocked. That was a good battle. Yeah, spend all my money. Who do I want to put on? Only that one. So yeah, all good there. So we've unlocked all of the planes now in rank 1 and rank 2 for the Japanese. Huzzah! It's taken me long enough. I know it's been a long process. I finally actually got the R2Y2. I might take that out for a spin. It's got to be the KI. Yeah, it's got to be the KI 102. Let's see. Right, so we will just auto purchase crap, bugger. I don't care. I don't care. We'll just auto purchase everything. That's all good. Because I think we pretty much unlocked most things in that game. Yeah, we pretty much did. So that's alright, so that's good, because this plane was pretty much stock when I took it out just then, so that was a stock plane, pretty much fighting in that battle, so it did pretty well, it did bloody well for a stock plane. Good job, plane, good job. Alrighty, so, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're going to take out the R2Y2. Now, the R2Y2 is one of my most hated planes, because it always kills me. No matter what, they always kill me. They're just a frustrating bomber, but they're a really cool plane. Again, history-wise, I don't know a huge amount on it. I believe it was actually made, but I can't remember. I think it was a concept in most areas, though. But it is a cool-looking plane, and it does look cool, and the fact it comes with eyes as standard is awesome. Basically, the whole design of the plane was a very cool design. You know, taking the 262 and putting it into like a proper bomber sort of attacker sort of plane. It's a really neat idea. So, okay, sorry, I have to blow my nose again. Sorry. So, alrighty, the R2Y2, yeah, so it comes with the standard naval or army bombs, well, actually the naval bombs. So you've got the naval high explosive and the naval AP. The AP bomb is completely worthless. So let's get going. I'm so glad that bomb didn't hit me. God knows where it came from. The R2Y2 above me. One really fun thing you can do in this plane is if you drop the bomb and dive, you'll actually hit the bomb and kill yourself, which is just horrific. It's just amazing, you know. I do love the fact they've actually put the effect of bombs hitting planes into the game. I would really love to see some decent bomber formations and actually having to work around that. Having that as a real risk, it would be really quite fun. That's the one I wanted. Alrighty, so yeah. I'm just going to go and drop the bomb. It's not really going to do too much effect, but then I'm going to go hunting. So the good thing about the bad thing about this plane is you can bomber hunt straight away. You can basically hunt players right away. You've got these big 30 caliber guns in the nose, which are just vicious beasts. And if you go up, if you're hunting like a Tu-4 or a B-29 or something, you're probably going to win in that fight. So it's dangerous in the fact that it it can go and hunt these planes down and really cause a lot of damage to the enemy team. And the other thing is it's quite fast as well, which is very, very, very good for a plane. Alright, I'm gonna drop the bomb. There you go. Alright, and B-29. And what we want to do is climb a bit. The other R2-Y2 is going in for the kill on the B-29. It's probably going to get it. Yeah. Shouldn't have hesitated, I should have gone for it. But I generally don't like killing bombers before they drop their bombs because, I'm a bomber pilot and I know how hard it is. It's a pain in the arse, and playing a bomber is just not fun. Sometimes, especially when you're getting owned by R2-Y2s. Right, so what have we got? We've got a B-29 coming in at us. Well, we might as well head on the B-29. It's diving, it's running, where is it going? It's showing its underbelly. Two R2-Y2s hunting it. We're going to get a lot of 50 cals coming in at us any second now. Will we be able to get the kill? I'm not very good with the big old 30 caliber guns on these things because they're just so bloody slow and chunky. Alright. Well, we killed a B-29. Okay, that's good. Alright, but we did bugger up an engine, so it's time to run home. Time to run home. And go and land this thing. And we'll probably go and take out a base actually afterwards, if we make it. Yeah, the Japanese 30mm to me are the weirdest guns in the world. I just don't get them. They're just so slow. They're just like flogging bloody rocks at people. It's just same as the German 30 cals and stuff like that. It's just such a slow fire rate, and yeah, it does some great damage when it hits, but hitting is always a problem with me. I always find it hard to hit stuff because I'm so used to high velocity guns. I'm not used to these slow velocity guns. We don't have air brakes, do we? No, we don't. Alright, let's go and try for landing. So, not bad there. We got a kill, we got a base damaged. That puts us pretty much to the top of the leaderboard. It's not bad at all. We helped out our team, which is all you can do as a bomber. If you can get a kill as a bomber, I think you justify playing a bomber. A lot of people say, you shouldn't play bombers because, people who play bombers are just taking up spots for fighters. I don't agree with that at all. I think bombers are a vital part of the game, and I think they are a useful part of the game and an asset for you. But you've got to use them correctly. You've got to use that asset correctly. And if you don't, you're going to completely bollocks everything up. So, it's one of those things I say to people, it's like, if you can play a bomber and actually bait a fighter into you, bait a fighter in to attack you, and survive it, and bomb a base, and, get somebody else 2 or 3 kills or something like that, it's doing a service to your team. But if you're a bomber and you can kill a couple of enemy planes, or even at least one enemy plane, the B-29 for instance, it can be a very problematic plane because sometimes they will just go into space towards the end of a battle and just run to the edge of the map. And that's something I don't agree with bomber pilots either. Because, you know, it's something that really does bother me. Triggered. Skree is triggered. Okay. Going in for dual landing here by the looks of it. Gear up, down. Luckily it's a nose landing plane, so... Oh god, somebody's going in super fast and using their guns, of course. Because people don't like to land normally. Let's see. Let's see if we can be the only plane that lands and doesn't kill themselves while they're doing it. Yes, we can. Oh, look. Look, somebody that actually does a proper landing makes it in. Amazing. I do love the R2Y2 cockpit as well, if it actually opens up. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down. There we go. Little pop cockpit. Little canopy. The later ones actually have the full canopy back things as well, I think. A very cool plane, as I said. It is a very cool little plane. So, yeah, we're the only R2Y2 pilot to survive the landing and not crash like a moron. Not calling those other players morons, but I am. So, you know, it sucks to be them. Sorry, just going to reply to a message because I am always the professional streamer. Alright, now, can we actually take off on this runway? That's the big question. Come on, Sky Whale. Come on, Japanese whale. You can do it. 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 Yay! You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. I-225. Okay, that's an interesting plane to see in this tier. Alright, our team is doing pretty poorly. We've got a 262 left and a 262 left. So we've got two 262s. But we did just take out a Yak 15. So, what have they got left? They've got 4 planes left. Okay, right, let's see how we can do. I kind of want to finish off with base as well. So I'm going to go and finish off with base. And get some altitude as well while I'm at it. Okay, right. And we killed one, but they crashed as well. Okay, that was good form. Looks like they've got a bomber left anyway, so one of them is a bomber. No idea what type of bomber it is. Oh, it's an F-84. Oh, bugger. Bugger! Alright. Okay, now then. Who have we got left? Oh, it's just me left. Great. Alright, let's see if I can actually kill a base. Because it would be kind of nice. We're going to lose this match. Unless I pull out something spectacular, but I'm not going to pull out anything spectacular because I am not that good. If I suddenly get this amazing moment of goodness, then I will be amazed. But I doubt I will, because I am pretty crap. Okay. launch some flak. Or some beautiful fireworks. I need a night match actually to see these beautiful fireworks in action. Doobie-doo-doo. Alright, bomb away. Dum. Okay, right, let's see if we can kill some fighters. I doubt we can do that. F-84 is not something I want to face because that plane is ridiculous and overpowered and probably one of the best jet fighters in game at the moment. Alright, let's go on the prowl, see if we can find any. At least also I have a jet for high tier Japanese as well. Hey Reese, how you going? Fallout 76. Honestly, I think it's an okay game. I think it's a... Look, honestly, if I had to say, I would say a good game. It's not perfect, but it's an okay game. If you're looking at buying it, around about the sort of $25 mark is perfect. You know, it's a game you don't want to pay full price for sure. It's a game that's enjoyable and can be enjoyable if you enjoyed Fallout 4 and the survival aspect of the game. Then you're probably going to enjoy Fallout 76. And the gunplay is good, the actual gameplay is good, the general play is fun. You know, it's a fun game, but it is a highly flawed game as well, if you know what I mean. It's hard to describe because it's sort of just so weirdly broken. You know, it's going to improve over time. Like, that's the thing. It needs a bit of time to improve. And oh, Jesus Christ. F-84, I did not want to see you. Could I just see another plane, please? I'm in a turn fight with an F-84. This is not going to go well. Okay, he's broken off. He's broken off. Okay, that's good. If he kept turning, I would have been buggered. But I imagine he's got a friend to bait. He's got the speed advantage, so he's going to speed and get away from me because I'm a big fat bomber. Yeah, Fallout 76 is... The no human NPCs, I think that does damage the game a bit, in all honesty. If, you know, speaking completely honestly about the game, is the lack of human NPCs does damage it quite a lot. And it sort of does ruin some of that aspect, but there is quite a lot of good storytelling in the game still. It's more like Fallout 3's storytelling, in the fact that the story is told via the actual locations and the areas. You know, the story is something that you have to investigate and find, and you know, it's one of those things of, you know, it can be quite enjoyable in that side. There's been some really fun stories that I've found, and it's been enjoyable in that aspect. But it does suffer from that lack of human NPC. Like, I think they should really. I think what they're going to do is when they start opening up the vaults. When they start opening up the vaults, you know, I think what they should do is actually start having humans appear in Appalachia, and I think that's what they're going to do, and I think that would be really quite a neat thing to do as well for a story aspect. You know, it would be kind of fun to have this sort of storytelling from vaults opening up and new humans appearing, and you having to sort of help them out, and sort of similar to the whatever it was in Fallout 4, the base building mechanic in Fallout 4. You know, it would be really, really cool to have the ability to this is really not a fight I can win. You know, it would be really cool. Settlements. Yeah, thank you so much. Sorry, I was putting brain power into flying then, which is hard for me because I don't have that much brain power to begin with, and it's not helped out by drinking alcohol. So, you know, I think having them open it up and having that sort of system in the game would be kind of cool, and allowing players to build these bases for human NPCs and build up settlements and stuff like that would be really, really neat, and something that could be really fun to see. I just, as I said, it's such a flawed game. It's one of those games I find it really hard to talk about and say. My honest opinion is I really do like it. It's enjoyable. It's fun. It's a game I enjoy, and I enjoy for just the walking around and exploring and finding out the stories and stuff like that. It's interesting in that respect, and as I said, the actual exploration aspect is really good. You know, there is this really... The game is just this really annoying thing of... of just being kind of half good. Being kind of good. It's just on the apex of being a really good game, and it's frustrating. That's the best way I can put it. As I said in my review, it's a frustrating game. I really enjoy it, and I've really enjoyed playing it. And you know, like, the bugs are in it. Yeah, look, it's a Bethesda game. We're used to that. We're used to bugs. We're used to problems. You know, that's a normal thing for Bugfesda, as we like to call it. And actually, I'm going to take out. What am I going to do? What do I want to do? No, I'll leave in those two. I'll actually play them. You know, the game is really fun as it is, but the trouble is Bethesda and Todd Howard have just been digging this hole deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, going down, 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 and really making the game hard to love. You know, not from a sort of the game is not enjoyable. It's just because of all the crap they've done. Like, they just like the banning, like the recent banning because people are using graphical mods and stuff like that, or just simply having cheat engine on their computer is ridiculous. And Bethesda are really striving to become the new EA of the EA of 2018, and that's what they've become basically, which is really sad because Bethesda was one of those game companies that was much loved by people, but they've really done themselves a disjustice and really hurt themselves. But is it worth buying? Yes, absolutely. It's worth buying and playing. It's a good experience, and it's a game that will get better in time. It's a game that is enjoyable and is fun. It's just, if you're looking for a true Fallout game, though, it's not that. It's a different Fallout experience. I think that's the best way I can put it. I think that's the best way I can put it, Reese. It just is the best Fallout experience. It's a sort of weird, sort of hybrid game that's kind of like Fallout, kind of like a survival game. It's got all these different things in it, and it just it works. It does work, and it is fun when you're playing it. Like today, for instance, I was just mooching around and I found these two guys that had built these two houses near to each other, and sort of just waved, like, because you can only use the emotes, which is really frustrating. I wish they'd have like a text chat feature, because I think that would help for role playing. Gameplay screen. Is it because of the colouring, or is it actually? It might just be because it's quite dark. It's very dark night time at the moment in game. Okay, yeah, it's very dark. You should see my machine gun firing off and things like that, but it is extremely dark in game. They've got like a super dark game mode on at the moment. You had me panicking there for a few seconds. But yeah, it's worth buying. It's worth playing. It's enjoyable. You're gonna have fun in it, and you can have real good fun. As I said today, I wish I did have a text chat system in it, just because it would make roleplay a lot easier. I think people would actually roleplay with each other then, rather than just sitting there awkwardly, just using a wave emote and stuff like that. There you go. If I switch to my gun sight, it should be a bit clearer as well, binoculars and things like that. Now, I'm going to use the ridgeline to my advantage a little bit, if I can actually manoeuvre this bloody lump. Now, what can we see? What can we see? What can we see? No, we're not penetrating that guy. At least we gave him a scare. Trouble with KVs, they're a pain in the butt sometimes. Oh, come on, that should have been a penetration. Now, we've definitely given away our position now as well, so we've got to be a bit careful. A little bit low possibly there. We've got a Sherman up there. High. Tracked us. Crap. Luckily he's moving, so hopefully he doesn't get a follow-up shot. We're stuck in the open right now with our pants down. Come on, repair that bloody track, guys. Okay. KB1 got us. Fun. Yeah, we've lost this game. Yay for Russians. Yay for balance. Absolute balance. Perfectly balanced game this, you know. Absolutely perfectly balanced, because KVs are an absolutely balanced vehicle that are just completely fine and not broken at all, and perfect at their BR. Yep, we're dead. We're dead, we're dead, we're dead. At least we penetrated the bastard. But we're dead because they're spawn camping us, so... Yay! Yay! The fun of War Thunder! Ladies and gentlemen. Such a fun game! Fucking game, I swear. Oh god. I really want to spawn into something else and die. Not really. I might go for a quick drive in the Ferrari though. Use our super machine gun. Try and run away. Oh, there's a rock there. What are you doing, Skree? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's wrong. It's a bad idea. We're going to run away into the water here and hide. We are in the Ferrari. At least we can kill a few aircraft while they're being spawn camped. Yeah, absolutely. Have I got you in game? Give me a second. Try and revive our gunner. No, we're dead. Do. At least we killed a couple of planes, that's something. Lovely. I will join you as soon as this is finished. Crikey, yeah, the years just go so fast, I swear. Like, time really does fly. What do you want to play? What things do you want to play? What nation? What sort of BR and things like that? Ah, yep. Yeah, all right. Okay. Yes, I do know you now. That's the trouble as well. Sometimes is different names in different places always catches me out. Yeah, I'm trying to think what we played. We were playing. What were we playing? What were we playing? We were playing tanks. We were playing bad tanks, if I remember. Sort of French, maybe. Alright. Let's see if we can bomb something before we get obliterated by the AAA. Yay! We killed a T-34. Okay. Alright. Try not to rip. No, I saw an enemy plane around here somewhere. I didn't see an enemy plane. God only knows where it's gone. And there's a AAA around here somewhere, so I'm going to fly nice and low and close to it, because that's a smart thing to do. Always a smart thing to do. Luckily we have quite a nice dark colouring, so we should hopefully be a bit harder to spot. Okay, I saw something shooting at me. There it is. Oh god, it's shooting at me again. Hopefully it's an open top thing that's not very heavily armoured. Nope, I was wrong. It's a heavily armoured thing. DCA 30. Okay. What kind of tanks? What nation do you want to play? And what BR what BR rank do you want to play? I see you, sneaky little bastard. Terribly turn in time. And I only kill your bloody engine, don't I? Typical. And yeah, I'm not going to go through you. I might have damaged your gun. No. This is going to hurt a lot. Ah, I love being spawn camped. Okay, so low tier British tanks, we'll go for that. That sounds like a good idea. Low tier British tanks are fun. Right, load you up. Oh, and mission is over. We couldn't derp the derp gun. That's a shame. That would have been a fun last minute kill. Alright. Let's just set this one. There we go. Okay. Right, skill matters, that's what we like to see. Okay, so lots of stuff there. That's all well and good and dandy. La-di-da-di-da. Purchase that. What's your top British tank? I feel like a little bit of punishment going into Britain. Okay, comets are good. So, comet. So, 5.0. That's alright, let me just quickly... Actually, I've pretty much got that line up. I'll just take out the Challenger. What do I want to throw in there? Oh no, it's already in the bloody setup, isn't it? What haven't I got? What haven't I got? What haven't I got? The Avenger. Let's go for the Avenger. The Avenger's pretty good. Oh wait, no, it's not. Trained. Achilles? Achilles, are you good in that spot? No, you're not. Churchill. Yes, you are. Churchill, you are. Lovely. Okay, 5.0. Awesome. Alrighty. So, we'll go 5.0 Britain. We'll go for some Comet gameplay. I've not played the Comet for a long time, actually. It's been a while since I've taken out my old Comet. As you can see, modification wise, it's not fully modded, it's not spaded anywhere near that. It's been a long time since I played the old girl, unfortunately. She does not get the love she needs. Poor old girl. What do you prefer? I'm realistic preference, but I'm happy to go arcade if you fancy it. Something quick and fun. Because it's almost New Year's here, so arcade might be good because it's nice and quick and fun. Well, not always fun, but it's quick. Okay, arcade it is then. Thank you very much, Reese. Yeah, so it's New Year's in pretty much the rest of Australia. Adelaide is in its wee little own time zone of... yeah, it's still pretty early in 2018 there for you. Like, you know, it's the weird thing about time zones. It throws me out completely. Like, I completely get bewildered by... I did click ready, didn't I? Yeah. By time zones, because I've got on my phone, of course I have it, so I can quickly switch between UK and my home time, because my dad's still over in England, so I sort of often glance at his time zones and stuff. But yeah, it is weird. it's weird that, you know, basically a day into 2019 for us is just starting for America, for instance. It's kind of the only way you can time travel, is to sort of go from Australia to America at the New Year's or something. Awesome. Okay. Advance to the Rhine. Now, I do apologise if fireworks start popping off everywhere. Everybody loves their fireworks. Also, hopefully the tapping of my keyboard has been less annoying tonight. That's what I'm kind of hoping for, because I have moved my mic around a little bit as well, just to try and fix that problem. So, hopefully that's a little bit less. Now, of course, we will be a little bit delayed. Ah, Elman, how are you going? Happy New Year for you as soon as it comes there. When it does, eventually, later on. Later in the year. Okay, cool. Alright, okay, let's do this. Let's rock. Let's show them. Let's show the world the fantastic comet. Alright. Yeah, so it's almost New Year here, so almost finished for 2018. It's been a good year for the channel, I think. Like, there's been some good growth. I would have liked more, of course, but you know, you can't get everything. But I'm sort of happy with almost getting to the 450 mark. Almost made 450 for the year, which is really, really like cool for me. Like, it's something that's really amazed me. It's just how it's grown. Like, just the fact that, you know, I've managed to grow this channel to where it is, you know, it still amazes me. And so everybody that watches still, thank you so much. I'm just in awe of it. You know, I just, it amazes me that people actually watch me. I still get amazed by it, and I'm really appreciative of it. Oh god, I forgot how bad the reverse is on this thing. Bloody English tanks. Oh god, there's a Callipy behind me. Alright. Come on, poke out a little bit more. Poke out a little bit more. Come on, Callipy. Come on. Oh, somebody got you. Oh, I hit the ammo and it didn't ammo rack. That's so frustrating. So last time I took out a Callipy, right? Got hit in the ammo rack, the rocket rack on top, and instant death. Of course, I hit the guy. Nothing. Nothing. Of course, nothing. Why would it do anything? Ah. I swear I'm cursed to just have this bad luck of everything going wrong for me. Okay. British armoured car. British armoured car now. We'll be fine. Best of Britain, yes. Oh, an 88mm. Back. Okay, gunner and loader taken out. T-34 there. That is not so much of a fun fight for us. We're not going to be able to do much to him. But we can drop artillery. Drat. It was trying for that just sneaky gunshot, mantlet shot, but yeah, didn't go for us. Let's take out the AEC again. I love this thing. The AEC Mark III is one of my favourite vehicles, I must admit. It's just so much fun. It's just a really, really fun little car to take out, and it just... Oh my god, seriously, I hate the Flak 88. It's stupid. It just does not die. Okay, driver is taken out. Good, finally killed the bastard. Okay. Onwards we go. Alright, T-34 is still there. Alright. This is a move... Oh, okay. Well, somebody's killed them. Okay, bombers worked. Okay, we've got a Churchill. And we've got an AEC. We've got the fast little doggo and the big doggo. And the fast little doggo is going to sneak around here. And that tank has gone missing. And we've got 2 minutes until the new year begins. If I could actually drive, it would be really, 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 really good. Okay, right. We'll try again. Driving is not going so well. I shouldn't be drinking and driving. Good lesson for your kids. Don't drink and drive. Okay, what have we got around here? So, we've probably got certain death for us around here. But what we're going to do is we're just going to slowly peek out, shoot him, not penetrate him. Be distracted, be distracted, be distracted. No, you're not distracted. Crap, you're not distracted enough. Ah, thought you were distracted. There's a Churchill right there. Kill the Churchill. Kill the Churchill, not me. You don't want to kill me. Bugger. And music suddenly stopped. Alrighty, and that's us dead and done for. Now, okay, so we are very dead, and we have got just a minute left of 2018. So I would like to thank everybody that has watched my channel this year. Thank you so much for every viewer and every new viewer. This last month's been amazing. I've gained like 30 new subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Next year I'd like to get to 1,000. That's my goal. I'd like to have more subscribers than I do videos. So that's going to be my main goal. So Happy New Year from Adelaide to South Australia to everybody. It is now... I don't know how well this is going to show up because... Hold on, if I actually get that up, I'll be able to see. There we go. It is now... Phone, do your thing. It is now 12 AM in the morning, and it is New Year! Thank you so much, everybody. Have a lovely New Year. I hope 2019 is fantastic for you. And I hope it is a very, very good New Year for everybody. Thank you so much for that game, Reese. I really appreciate it. So this is where the stream is going to end. I'm sort of going to end the stream here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. As always, absolute pleasure chatting to lots of you. Always fun. Thank you for that quick game, Reese, as well. Sorry I can't stay too much longer. It's just getting a bit late here and I'm getting a bit tired, so I'm going to have to be heading off and getting some actual sleep. But thank you so very much, everybody, and everybody that's watching this later as well. Thank you all too for joining in. I really appreciate all your views. As I said, I can't believe that my channel has gotten to where it is, and it's because of you guys. It's all because of your support. And as I said in my last War Thunder video, there are some times where I consider just not doing it anymore, because I'm just sort of like, I don't have many viewers, I don't have many subscribers, and I don't get many views on my videos. Sort of average about 50 views per video with most of my videos, which is still 50 people, which is amazing. But thank you all so much for watching, because without you watching it I wouldn't continue, and you drive me on to try and be better as well. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a lovely New Year's wherever you are. Have a lovely New Year's in about 10 hours or so, Reese. Have a lovely New Year's in about 10 hours, whatever, something hours, Elvin. And everybody else, have a lovely New Year's. And until next time, this is me, Carl, out. Bye bye.